Good morning, good afternoon, good night, depends on when you're watching this. My name is Germán Garcia Peralta. I will be your host today, and today I will be talking about KGB.
Before anything, what was the KGB? Well, it was the primary security agency for the Soviet Union until its collapse in 1991. And the KGB's role outside and within the Soviet Union was of an intelligence agency and of secret police. Also, the KGB stands for Komitet Gosudarstevnoi Bezopasnost. Sorry if I completely failed the pronunciation, but it translates directly to Committee for State Security in English. Now, going deeper, it was established during the leadership of Soviet Premier Nikita Khrushchev that there was another agency called NKGB, which was the People's Commissariat for State Security. This agency would operate after World War II when Joseph Stalin was head of state. As a fun fact, it is said that NKGB spies were so good that Stalin had more knowledge of the military's activities from allies in World War II, such as the United States, France, and Great Britain, than he had of Soviet Union's military. But Soviet spy services started to struggle during early post-war. This happened because some investigations spread a Red Scare during the late 1940s and 50s. During this time, the leaders of the United States started to get concerned about having communists infiltrating into American affairs. This Red Scare was taken really serious by Senator Joseph McCarthy, who wanted to find all communists infiltrated in the American society. And thanks to these actions, actually, it lowered the US branch of Communist Party, which also ended up slowing KGB recruitment. After all the efforts from the US, the KGB decided that they would recruit someone from the inside. So they recruited naval officer John Anthony Walker in the late 1960s. But unfortunately for joining the KGB, John Anthony would be accused of providing information like classified naval communications and many more to the Soviets, who received this type of information until the 1980s when he was arrested. But now that we know about the KGB, how was it in the Soviet Union? Well, it was actually most infamous for its activity and Soviet bloc nations due to their primary role within Russia and Soviet bloc nations being identifying anti-communist ideas and silence them. But it is said that to perform this, KGB agents would be extremely violent. Also, the KGB gratefully crushed the Hungarian Revolution by arresting the leaders of the movement prior to scheduled negotiations with the Soviet Union in Budapest. And 12 years later, the KGB used a similar strategy to reform a country known as Czechoslovakia. These events would go on to be called Prague Spring. After all that, what is of the KGB in the present? Well, after it dissolved in 1991 after the fall of the Soviet Union, turning into the FSB. The FSB actually occupies the same headquarters as the KGB used to do, located in Moscow. And actually, some say that it still performs the same tasks as the KGB did. Thank you for your attention, and I hope that you will have a nice day.